Hello, good afternoon, investors and corporate. Welcome to Digital Roadshow Third Quarter 2024 Performance Review. This section will run about 45 minutes, including Q&A. Company will start the section by 30-minute presentation, followed by 15-minute Q&A. And during Q&A, investors may read your questions in meeting room chat box or use raise your hand function. We will open your microphone so you can ask the question to the company directly. So may I now invite the WHA Utilities and Power Public Company Limited to start the presentation.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Somkiat Mesantaswan. I'm the CEO of the WHAUP.
Good afternoon, my name is Prapon, CFO.
Okay, thank you very much for your time today. I think we just understand that there may be someone who may not be following our stock for a long time. So just maybe just for the benefit of everyone, I'm trying to show you who we are and what we are doing as a company. The Utilities and Power, in short, called the WHAUP. We are part of the bigger group called the WHA Group. The whole group has a focus on industrial and customers. Basically, we start from the WHA Logistics, where we do the warehousing, and also we are getting into what we call the logistic business on the logistic part. Another one, which is a big group as well, where the WHAUP used to belong to, the WHA Industrial Estate Development. In short, ID. WHA is probably one of the biggest industrial estate developer in Thailand. And WHAUP, where I am in charge of, we are part of, as I said, we were part of the WHA ID before, providing and supplying water in many types to the customer in industrial. At the same release from industrial customers, and we manage that treated wastewater to the public. Okay, and then the newest business that we have in the WHA Group, which is the WHA Digital, which is going to be more like supporting our own initiative for technology and digitization initiative among the WHA Group companies. So let me go to the in the WHAUP, there are two business units under it. One is the utility part, which is the, again, as I mentioned, we are supplying water and managing wastewater to industrial estate. So far, totally, we are managing up to under 78 million cubic meter per year. This is a target for this year. And so far, after 3 quarters, we have achieved 126 million cubic meter per day. So that's the 136 million meter for the whole 3 quarters. Sorry. So we are in line with the budget. So that's the plan. And I think this the total volume for water management will be growing quite significantly over time. The next slide is on what we do in a nutshell. We are getting water from various sources, and we treated water supplying to customers. And then, as I mentioned, on the point number 3, we receive a wastewater from the customers, and we manage it, and before release to the customer to public waterway. And then there's some particular business that we're trying to do. Basically, instead of releasing treated wastewater to the public area, we try to treat it and make it to become usable water again. We call it reclaimed water, which is actually it become the higher value product for us, and also it's more like on the supporting ESG, some customer as well. Next slide is that this is the where we are in terms of industrial estate development in Thailand. We have actually 12 now industrial estate in Thailand, and we are developing 3 more in Thailand as well. As I mentioned earlier, the largest industrial estate developers in Thailand. We also have investment in Vietnam as industrial estate development, and with that, the WHAUP is part of that investment. In Vietnam, we have right now 2 industrial estate development, which actually we just received the license to invest in Vietnam for the second one. The first one in Vietnam is industrial estate called Nghệ An Industrial Zone, and which phase 1 and phase 2 is under construction as well. But in Than Hoa, as I mentioned, they will just receive the permission to operate, to invest, in Than Hoa area. So in the WHAUP will, in a similar model, will invest for supplying water and managing wastewater in these two estates. And we also participating and have a joint venture with 2 local companies to supply potable water in Hanoi. It's in the project called Song Duong, SDWTP of 34%. And we have Ge Lo, which is in Nghệ An province, where one of our industrial estate is located. We hold that project 47%. For Ge Lo, they supply water to the municipality and the town in Nghệ An and Ge Lo. And majority of water will be supplied to our industrial estate in Nghệ An as well. Okay, so just shift gear to power business. We also have investment in power generation business, starting from initially a conventional type power plant, where there are some projects developed and in our industrial estate, and we invest and joint venture in some of those projects. About 4 or 5 years ago, we start to invest ourselves with the solar renewable energy project, solar rooftop, having corporate PPA to industrial customer, what we call CNI market. That has been the focus for the WHAUP, and we are growing that business quite significantly. So right now, our target this year to achieve 1,000 megawatt, and we're actually on pace to achieve that 1,000 megawatt this year. All right. So that's the plan. So again, mostly what we're trying to do is more on renewable energy. So just on this, the next slide is that I just want to show you the mix between conventional type and renewable energy type on the top right-hand corners. That right now we have 44% on the renewable energy and 56% on conventional type power plant in our portfolio. Next slide. I think one of the initiatives that we are actually very proud of is that the WHA group as a group is very important, that we would like to do our business according to sustainability and also with environmental and social responsibility as well. So we are doing many things, many initiatives to achieve that. I think I've been doing that quite a lot for quite a long time already. And there are many projects, and again, as I mentioned, many projects, many initiatives that we have been doing. We get some awards, some recognition along the way. So that could be part of our DNA. And and also some of those initiatives, it's not a burden; it becomes opportunity for us as well. Like the recycled water, and that become one of the prominent products that we have. So we have all kinds of awards, as you can see in the slide, that we are doing, what we get. Also, in terms of the solar rooftop project, we are significantly trying to grow that the part of business, so that not only we have some economic value from investment, also the carbon footprint for the carbon offsetting as well. Okay, I think that's what we said already, that we have been doing solar projects so that we can achieve the carbon offsetting, and we have, we actually become carbon neutral company since 2021. I think this is the chart that you may be looking forward to. I think this is the performance for the WHAUP. I think this quarter is quite good. In overall, our summary of performance in Q3, 1.1 is actually the revenue for both businesses that the WHAUP has total control of, 100% ownership basically. On utility business, this is the business where we invest and in industrial estate, and we have direct customers. So that one actually growing quite well in terms of the revenue on utility business, 107.78 in Q3, that's 12% growth year on year and 6% growth Q on Q. If you look into 9 months, 3 quarters, 2,240 total, so also growing 5%. So I think quite satisfactory. For the 1,862, about 5% increase. For power business, which is the business on solar corporate PPA solar project, 124 million, 15% growth year on year, and 6% growth Q on Q. For 3 quarters is 350.3, so about 5% growth on the 9 months comparison to last year. So I think it's quite satisfactory improvement compared to last year. And 1.2 is the share of profit. This is the project that we get from joint venture with partners. On utility business, I should mention these are mainly from investment in Vietnam. Is showing a 31 million Thai baht, which is 262 million improvement year on year, and 52% improvement Q on Q, and 68 million on 9 months, which is like significant improvement, over 800% improvement. There's one hiccup on power business that in Q3 is 37.9 or 51%, a negative 51% compared year on year, and 17% Q on Q. The reason is on a project called Gecko 1, which is a coal-fired power plant that make a big hit to our performance. And with that, for the whole 3 quarters, 742.5, 22% decrease from the 9 months of last year. But if you take the Gecko 1 out, you can see that we earn 301 million Thai baht, which is about 3% less and 9% less on Q on Q. But totally for the 9 months, we actually do better, 964.8 or 3% better from last year. So again, the Gecko 1 is a big hit. So we're trying to improve on that in the following quarters later on. The summary for the performance. Let's go to Khun Prapon for his detail on financial performance.
Thank you, Krap. So let's take a look in a quick summary of the operation for the first 9 months of this year. In case on the right-hand side, in case of the utility business, the total sales volume for the first 9 months of this year was 125 million cubic meter, increased around 8% year on year. And the domestic sales volume increased around 7 year, the increase of our products, value-added products. While the sales volume in Vietnam also increased around almost 10% year on year, driven by the sales volume from our Song Duong water treatment plant in Hanoi, Vietnam. Okay. And for the power business, let's start with the IPP business. Power business which we sell electricity to EGAT only. The energy dispatch in first 9 months of this year, especially from the Gecko 1 coal-fired power plant, increased a lot. Because last year the plant was performed major maintenance shutdown in Q1 and then under the reserve shutdown mode since March till the end of Q3, as ordered by EGAT. But this year the plant came back to operate since despite having a short-term reserve shutdown again, but just only for 4 months. Power for the IPP business, please note that under the PPA power purchase agreement with EGAT, even though we have no any power dispatch to EGAT under the reserve shutdown mode, we still get the full revenue of availability payment or AP from EGAT as long as we can maintain the plant to be ready for operation. That's why we recorded the good financial performance of Gecko 1 last year. So let's moving on to the next slide for the SPP power business. As you can see that for the first 9 months, the energy dispatch from our SPP plant slightly increased around 3% year on year, mainly due to the higher demand from EGAT. And then for our solar power business, which we hold 100% stake and operate by ourselves, the dispatch continue to increase in line with the increase of the capacity under operation. The growth in 9 months this year was around 35% year on year, as shown on the right hand side. Okay, So now moving on to the financial performance. Let me start with the financial performance of Q3 this year. As presented earlier in Q3 this year, actually we still have an outstanding performance from our business that we hold 100% ownership, that water business in industrial estates or solar rooftop business. As you can see in the item 1.1 for the total revenue, we have a 12% growth in terms of the total revenue in Q3, driven by the growth from water business of around 15%, of around 11%, and power business of around 15% from the solar power PPA. However, as you can see that for the share profit from our investment in JV with our partner, it dropped by minus 45% year on year in Q3, mainly due to the drop of the share profit from power business. You can see that actually for the utility business, with the share profit from our investment in Song Duong water plant in Vietnam, it still have a good performance, increase around 260% year on year compared to the Q3 last year, due to the higher sale volume and also the higher water tariff. But for the power business, you can see that our share profit dropped by 51% year on year, mainly due to the drop of share profit from our GECO 1, due to recording the high coal cost during its return to operation in September after under the reserve shutdown mode during June to August this year. Actually, it's because the GECO 1 recorded its coal cost by using weighted average method, which didn't align with the revenue and coal cost during its return to operation as per EGAT instruction in September. Moreover, the Thai baht appreciation is also the factor that caused the GECO 1 have a lower performance in this quarter as well, because the GECO 1 have the formula in that link with the US dollar index. So at the end, in terms of the bottom line, as you can see that for the net profit, we record the net profit in Q3 of 80 million baht, which includes the unrealized FX loss due to the Thai baht strengthening. So if we exclude the FX impact and focus only on the real performance, which as shown in the normalized net profit or NP, you can see that the NP in Q3 was 274.5 million baht, or decreased around 42% year on year, and again mainly due to the lower share profit on power business as presented. Next, please. Again, for the 9-month performance, again the key impact is also from the lower share profit from power business as well. So you basically for the first 9 months we record the nominal net profit of 956 million baht, or decrease around minus 15% year on year from last year. Okay, this slide just want to show you the details of the normal share profit from the power business, which is the key factor of our negative performance in this quarter and also the first 9 months. On the right hand side, you can see that in summary, in the first 9 months, we record normal share profit from our business of 742 million baht, decreased around 22% year on year. You can see that basically for the share profit from SCP is still okay, but for the share profit from the GECO 1 in the dark blue color, it dropped. It turned from the positive in last year to the negative in this year, mainly due to the impact of higher coal costs as mentioned earlier. Next, please. And this slide just to show you the margin of our SPP business. So you can see that in Q3, the margin is still good at around 1.2 baht per kilowatt hour, and based on the position of the gas price from PTT, we also expect that the margin, the good margin should remain unchanged in Q4. And this slide shows you the share of profit from our water business in Vietnam, which is the share profit from Song Duong. As you can see that Song Duong provide a strong performance, increase a lot from 9 months last year, mainly due to the higher water tariff and also the higher sales volume. Okay. In terms of the financial status as of Q3 this year, we still have a strong balance sheet. Our net interest-bearing debt per equity is still around 1.1 times, which is very low when compared to the financial covenant of 2.5 times. So we still have room a lot to leverage to support our business growth in the future. Please. And in terms of financial activity update, in this quarter, Trish Rating Agency affirmed our rating of A- stable outlook, which reflects our strong financial status. And we also announced the interim dividend of 0.06 baht per share, and the payment date is the 4th of December this year. That's all for the financial update. Let me pass it back to Kun Somkiat for the business update.
Thank you. Maybe instead of give you the update, I think maybe I will tell you, share with you the market situation at the moment for the WHA as well as opportunity that we might have in the futures. As you may know, I think because of the geopolitics policy among superpower countries, I think there are a lot of direct investment to this region, to Southeast Asia, mainly maybe from China, Taiwan, and sometimes Japan as well, to come into Thailand and Vietnam for investment, so that they can, have their own another export hub. So with that, I think there are also new opportunity like data center coming into the region as well, and the WHA actually is well positioned to be one of the industrial estate developer to take that opportunity as well. And with that opportunity, the WHA UP, where we have the exclusive right to supply water and managing wastewater to the WHA industrial estate, I think we are well positioned to take that kind of opportunity as well. And this, as if you follow Thailand, I think you know that the last 2 years the wave is more on the EV. The EV has softened a little bit in terms of demand, but I think the pickup is on data center at the moment, and some high values investment from overseas, and most of this new investment coming into Thailand and Vietnam, they also require maybe 2 things. One is that higher volumes of water supply, in some cases more than 10 times than normal of the consumption per area that we usually see. And also they require a lot of renewable energy that should give them all the customers some benefit for the carbon footprint, so that they can export and sell their product to other countries. So these 2 areas where actually the WHA UP is well positioned. We also have, as I mentioned earlier, we also have some technology and strategy and initiative to focus on this ESG type business, so that we can serve the customer really well. This is one of these slides just to show you that this is one of the existing customer that we have, that we try to use the wastewater and turn it into premium qualified water, what we call premium qualified water, which is high quality water, and sell it back to the customer. In this case, PTTGC, who is a customer, they can get the higher quality water. They can use that same less amount of water in that process, so they can improve their water footprint. And in return, for the WHA UP, we get a higher margin business from that, from used to be wastewater. So this is the model that we are trying to do, and we have actually a similar project like this in the past, and we are going to focus more on this as well in the futures. And also we are trying to invest for other new industrial estates as well. So I think And for power business, since we have industrial estate, and as I mentioned, also they require a lot of high intensity of renewable energy. We are doing many ways to support them, either by solar rooftop. We have something called direct PPA, where we invest our solar farm or solar floating to some of the area that we have, and then we invest the power plant and make a direct connection of transmission line to the customer. There's some example for that as well. So these are the things that we are trying to do. I think we can see more and more customer demanding that kind of business, and I think we are ready and try to catch this type of opportunity, which I think will be one of the growing story going forward for the WHA UP. On top of that, I think for power business, we are also trying to go outside industrial estate, even though we have privilege to be exclusive provider in an industrial estate for water. We're trying to go outside as well to expand our reach and also expand our opportunity in other area. Like for power business, last slide. Power business, there will be a big bid for the what we call FIT, utility scale solar farm or wind farm. We are putting together proposal together and waiting for the announcement. So can we participate in this large opportunity as well? But the total is 30 gigawatt, and we are hopefully can win some of those megawatts. So I think in a nutshell, that's what we have been done.
Okay, the section has come to an end. So on behalf of the Stock Exchange of Thailand, I would like to thank you investors and corporate for joining the conference. We look forward to welcoming you all again in the next quarter. Thank you very much. ขอบคุณค่ะ
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much ครับ สวัสดีครับ